from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their quarterback, the veteran out of Auburn. It is Jarrett Stidham.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging.
To throw right away, it's Stidham. He's going to air one out right away. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he can't hang on through the contact, in-cop defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on second, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Broncos have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Warren. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Back at the 50-yard line.
Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Steeler first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
A gain there of 27 yards.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
It's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Come on, guys. Why can't we score?
Comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the stunner to open this game. One play to the house. What will they do on this drive? It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The catch made there by Sutton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to learn more and more now, Mike, that sacks are quarterback stats. Everyone always wants to blame the offensive line, but in this case, the protection was really good. Nobody got open downfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball to hold up that long.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Steelers offense ready for their second possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 28.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So that's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Prior view. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. To the air once more. It's right in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Dobbins. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Derek Harmon on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ran a shotgun. It's Stidham. In trouble, and down he goes.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Rodgers on 1st down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down after that big game, but the marker is down. This one probably coming back.
Still 1st down.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the 1st down.
They'll run the toss with Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17
A gain of
yards.
17
That's
to the
good for
17-yard
Broncos.
line.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos go out to a 10-3 lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
On 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play. to begin this drive.
At the 40-yard line.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big game.
Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that
The
one.
line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
29-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Open man is Valdez-Scantling. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And the Steelers.
It's like a
first
textbook,
down.
methodical, efficient
10 at the
NFL
10-yard
drive.
line.
4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Rodgers. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
A 40-yard
This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Steelers 6.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Complete to R.J. Harvey. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stidham. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
To R.J. Harvey. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Stidham. He finds Mims. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Stidham. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stidham to the air once more. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Steelers' offense make their way out to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Downfield, that's Terry. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for us.
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He'll push forward for about a yard. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
For Calvin Austin. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run with Warren. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. They'll bring up 3rd down.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers now. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. First down for Aaron. He finds Austin with the ground. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Got this. Teamwork makes the dream work. Turn the waves, let's go.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. Oops. From the gun, Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. Now let's see what caused it.
still first down.
Hey, check on move, check on move.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one grabbed by Austin.
Rogers pass complete to Calvin Austin. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 17-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
To number 10, Roman Wilson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And he's in. Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Broncos 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Around a shotgun, it's Stidham. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. What a throw. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
The 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Down to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so he's going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll go play action here with Stidham. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards. First down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This rep goes to the secondary. They do a really nice job plastering on the back end, and with nobody throw the ball to, he ultimately had no choice but to just try to make a play that wasn't there to be made.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are able to get it back within a score. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Riley Moss on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen
A
pass.
1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Here comes third and 6. Throwing, Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 6. Here's a designed run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. To throw, it's Stidham. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. And the Broncos first down.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate,
and they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Here's Stidham. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 1.
Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling.
Valdez-Scantling. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Draw play here for Harvey. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd down, it's Stidham. He finds Mims. It's complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No way, you're kidding me! Pick it up!
Here's Stidham. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Stidham. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Mims. Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again, Stidham. This one complete to Sutton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Broncos bringing out their punter.
For the Broncos.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. He'll try and run it here with Warren. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. Able to convert 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
1st down.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
What are you doing?
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now the punting unit will come up. To return, it's Mims. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Stidham. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
30-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Paid for this?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Gainwell. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
45-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw is Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Paid for this?
They're all set to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Around a shotgun. It's Stidham. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Gun. Here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stidham. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
8. They send Sutton in motion. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. A gain of 11.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd. So good decision. Just throw it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Stidham. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Broncos.
A gain of 21 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Finding space at the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. His kick is good. Broncos go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Steelers 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. Here's Gainwell. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To Calvin Austin. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Again, it's Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The 22-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You'll see right before the ball was snapped, the quarterback just take a peek. Is there enough space between the defender and your wide receiver that you intend to throw this little quick to? That's called the cushion. Cushion's big enough, you can run the play. He gets up in press coverage, you got to get at him.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Swung out to Harvey. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line, and that will all but end this game.
Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline.
Previous play
All
is
second
under
looks
review.
will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.